2 hours. It was quite a difficult hike, but the altitude is okay. Behind me is the Humantay mountain and a beautiful lagoon which we're going to go up and take some photos of.
Finally made it to the top. The climb was a little bit challenging, but it only took 5 minutes. But the views from here are so worth the hike. But yeah, I think that's about the end of our little break. We're going to continue a 45-minute hike. So that 45-minute hike probably felt like 45 hours.
Absolutely, we're drained.
Especially towards the end. And the recording might be a bit different because we're having some problems with the SD card. But anyway, the videos on iPhone look pretty nice too. So I guess we'll do the Salkantay trek on this. But now we're just relaxing and we've got quite the view.
We're sleeping in a glass dome. How beautiful is that?
We've woken up. We woke up at 5 AM, had breakfast, left at 6 AM, and now we're on a second day hike. I'll probably have to catch up because the group has to keep walking to make it into the camp in time, and then I just stopped for a quick recording. But yeah, you can see where we stayed behind. There's clouds, and we're just walking towards an insane view of the mountains. There's like a giant cloud coming towards us. So we're still in the same place, and as you can see, the cloud quickly engulfed us. So now's a good time to stay close together so no one gets lost. We made it what's called the Gringo Killer. We did not let it kill us, but we made it up. And actually all the way over there is where we had breakfast. I couldn't keep track of time, but I reckon the hike was maybe an hour and a half. But yeah, insane view, nice place to rest. Now we've got another hour of hiking uphill. So we've made it now probably to the highest point of our hike. It's somewhere around 4,000 meters. Have an insane picturesque view of the mountains. What have you got to say about the hike?
So it's not the highest point.
We have about not?
45 minutes.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, so I think we're taking a little break just by the lake.
Yeah. And
yeah, some people take horses because if you do struggle, they do rent out horses for like 120 soles. But we thought we're going to push through and not rent out a horse. Yeah.
That guy's behind you. He doesn't exactly take directions, so.
Do you have to control it yourself?
You do, but
oh, wow.
how it works.
So we made it to Salkantay, 4,650 meters up. This is the highest point during this trek. So from now it should be easy downhill to the jungle and to Machu Picchu in 3 days. We're heading down for lunch.
Proud of ourselves, yeah?
I know, yeah, so proud of you. You carried my bag, his and my bag the whole time.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So what we're doing is to show respect to the Mother Nature and to set good vibes at this highest point for the people who were here and are coming here. A ritual or a tradition where you have an offering of a snack or food that's come from nature and you smash it with a rock, and that's the tradition here. So this is actually an Inca Trail. There you can see the walls, they'd be about 1 meter. And the steps down, but they were never actually looked after or restored, so that's why they do look quite run down and it would be quite hard to tell. Now it looks like we're entering into the jungle region of Peru. So much greener, like 10-minute hike and it's a completely different landscape. How are you finding it?
Downwards, it's easy.
Yeah. For me, not so much because my shoes have no grip.
Yeah, I have
And I keep slipping. But yeah, let's continue on. So foggy that we can't find the rest of our group. It's just me and Patrizia right now. But I mean, there's only one path, so we're just hoping this one path will lead us to the camp. But yeah, I think the fog makes it a tiny bit more intense because you can't see anyone right ahead. Thought that was a person, but no, it's just a bush. Still hoping to find some people. We were supposed to be looking for like a house with a red roof, and I think we found it. Oh, and finally there's a person too as well. So I think we're okay. We just found a house here, and there looks like a sign down there. So it's a bit less foggy now, but still can't really make out where we are. Still surrounded by fog, although the plants are starting to look a bit more jungly. Yeah, now we've got a 3-hour hike to our camp, or to where we're going to stay tonight. So now we've made it to our next little stop. Today was the longest journey. I can't remember how many kilometers we walked.
22.
22 kilometers.
It's about 9 hours of walking. Up, down, up, down. Well, in the morning we had the steep hike to the Salkantay, and then afterwards it was sort of downhill, but they call it the Inca Flats, which is like that. But we're here at the camp, so day 2 is over. We're waiting for dinner.
Yeah, and we managed to actually get a hot shower finally. It did cost 10 soles per person. So that's like almost $5. But yeah, we feel much cleaner now. It's definitely needed. And I don't think there'll be many opportunities in the next few days either. We've got quite a nice view of the jungle. What's crazy is like, yeah, this morning we're in mountains in the highlands. Slowly it transitioned to like fields and fog. And now we're in the jungle. The rooms, we've got a little cabin, just quite messy. Not much to see, to be honest.
It's called a mountain hut. This is where we'll be sleeping tonight.
So now the third day has started. Woke up at 6 AM, ready to start the day for another hike. Made a little friend. Someone came to visit us in the morning.
So cute.
What's cool is that one eye is green and one is blue. I guess we'll leave this little friend in our hut. Doesn't really want to leave. So this bridge is made from sticks, and there's only supposed to be one person that goes on it. Patrizia went a bit early. It's alright. So on our trek, we found this little fruit. It's called Humantay, full of vitamin C. And we actually haven't been getting much vitamin C on our travels. So this is supposed to be quite good for us. I'll open it. They do come green, but once they're yellow, that's when they're ripe. They look like that, just like almost like a baby tomato, actually. Actually tastes like a like kiwi, so it's got the sourness and sweetness of a kiwi. I have a bit of a tomato, I have to say, a tiny bit of tomato, maybe the skin. But it's really good. So we have another friend who joined us. And this one. So yeah, we're just taking a little rest for 30 minutes. Gonna snack, chill. The nearest town from here is like 4 hours away. So if you have hospitals or need resources, what they use is these sort of zip lining ropes, and this is how they'll transport food and other things across. So now it's just a 20-minute more hike, and we're gonna get some transport to our next place. But yeah, this place is insane. It's so quiet, there's hardly any people, and I guess it gives you a lot of time to think on these hikes and just enjoy the nature and be away from Wi-Fi or emails. So yeah, we'll see you at the camp. So we stopped at a coffee plantation and we're literally roasting the beans on the spot, and I assume we're going to enjoy the coffee later. And these here are the coffee plants. You have the ripe coffee beans just here in red, and it peels off and you get the bean inside. So the roasted coffee doesn't actually smell like coffee until it's grinded. So it starts off as the fruits on the tree, then you peel them, you get that. And then you take off the skin, you get that, you roast them, and then you grind them. And then you have the coffee. Today, it was only a 4-hour hike, which was quite nice considering we did 9 hours yesterday. And we've just got little tents, and we stopped in a more jungly area. And it sort of reminds me of a sort of a village vibe. It's got chickens, dogs, cats. Patrizia's just recovering, chilling. And here's the neighbor. Day 4 of the hike, and we have another 8 to 9 hours left.
Yep.
The
7 a.m. right now.
7 a.m. Wow, doesn't feel like it. The rest of the group took the bus today, but we thought we'd try and do the hike. We'll try and pull it through. And so far, the views have been worth it.
Definitely.
And actually, the trail is not too bad so far. We're not even an hour in, but I'm sure we'll make it through. But yeah, the valleys, just beautiful. If you listen closely, you can just hear all the animals communicating within the jungle. It's just so zen here. An amazing hike. So we have made it to the first archaeological site of the Incas, and it's so cool that this is just on the way to Machu Picchu. And yeah, we're gonna get a bit of history told about this.
Now this is where some of the Incas farmers used to live, and they used to transport food from here to Machu Picchu, which actually is not so far, and a lot of it is still being restored. This one behind us is restored. We don't know how many people lived here, but maybe approximately 700 to 800. It's a really cool site.
Literally a second ago, the clouds weren't there, but just if you see those mountains there, and in those clouds is the Machu Picchu mountain.
It's like a steep one.
You can just about make out Machu Picchu and the ruins there. And tomorrow we're going to be over there on that side of the mountains admiring Machu Picchu.
We asked what the Incas used to use as cement before. Apparently it's a mix of mud, guinea pig hair and straw. Very interesting. right here, and it's really soft, so you can actually like, I don't want to ruin it, but you can feel that it's soft.
So I've sort of entered into the Machu Picchu area, and this is the hydroelectric area. So essentially inside of these mountains is also offices where people work. Pretty interesting. So we just stopped by for lunch in this little, maybe a town or a village, but this is Hydroelectro. And this is just before the town of Aguascalientes. This is the small town that everyone uses to get to Machu Picchu, and that will be our stop for the night. So yeah, now it's maybe a 10-kilometer hike, and yeah, we'll see you there. Made it to Aguascalientes, the town where you stop before Machu Picchu, and it's a really unique town, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't get here by car, only walking or by train. We're going to be getting a train back to Cusco, but first we're going to find lunch and explore the town a bit.
And the bus queue to get to Machu Picchu is insane. It's such a long queue.
Oh my god.
So it's day 5, and we woke up at 3:30. Left about an hour later, and now we're heading towards Machu Picchu. It's a really early wake up, but tickets are just allocated that way. We're gonna hike the 2,000 steps and we'll meet you up there. Hopefully it gets a bit brighter by the time we get there. So we've finally done the 2,000 steps. Just about made it, didn't we?
Yeah, it took him 45 minutes. It took me an hour.
Had a little nosebleed on the way.
So I had to stop, but we're here.
We're here, and yeah, we're gonna get a 2-hour tour, and then we'll see, hopefully the clouds clear up. It is getting busier by the minute, but finally the clouds have cleared, and we've found a good quiet spot to really admire the view. It's the city, or the citadel. So right over there is where we were hiking yesterday. Can't see it clearly, but there's a pylon, and then behind that is another mountain in the clouds. And that's where we saw Machu Picchu from a distance. It's crazy to think how far we trekked yesterday.